Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list and welcome to my top 10 favorite neo-noir movies. Yes, in my last top 10 list I did my top 10 favorite film noirs. Now it's time for the neo-noirs. Yes, neo-noirs are more modern style of filmmaking. This is a more modern genre. This is basically an homage to film noirs and stuff. They're like these crime thriller films. Some of them feel like they could be black and white thrillers and stuff. Again, they have the femme fatales, a crime story, twists and turns and stuff. You can really easily call them thrillers, but they're a certain style of a thriller, a neo-noir and stuff. Again, if you watch my film noirs list, you'll know what a neo-noir is and stuff. So yeah, let's get to it. Here's my top 10 favorite neo-noirs. And yeah, I just gotta say, this was a really hard top 10 list to make, because there are a lot of great film noirs, but neo-noirs, there's even more neo-noirs than there are film noirs. So this was a very difficult top 10 list, so yeah. And I judge these movies not only just how great these films are, but also how they are as a neo-noir film, so yeah. That in consideration as well, so yeah. Anyways, before a top 10 list, you gotta have your honorable mentions. My honorable mentions are, there's a lot of them, Sin City, Memento, Mulholland Drive, LA Confidential, Blood Simple, Brick, Reservoir Dogs, The Usual Suspects, Collateral, and No Country for Old Men. All amazing movies. Just coming in the top 10 list. But what did make my top 10 was my number 10. My number 10 is Bam Bam. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. See what I did there? So not clever. Anyways, Shane Black wrote and directed this movie, and this is my favorite Shane Black movie. And that's saying a lot, because I love Iron Man 3. I'm in the minority, but I love Iron Man 3. But I also love The Nice Guys. That was one of my favorite and most underrated films of last year. People, please see that movie. We need a sequel to that. We also need a sequel to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, because this movie was so freaking good, so overlooked. This was Downey Jr.'s comeback role, and no one gave a shit. People gave a shit about Iron Man, but Iron Man's awesome. But this movie's awesome too. Downey Jr. is amazing as the character Harry. Val Kilmer's amazing as Perry, Gay Perry. Michelle Monaghan's great in this film. I love how it plays a tribute of a film noir with the narration of Robert Downey Jr. and stuff, but it has a more comedic spin, because it is a dark comedy, but also a thriller, because they're trying to find out the murder of this, like, actress and all that stuff, and yeah, how these character stories intertwine with each other, it's so well done. The three of the lead characters, their chemistry with each other is so well done, and it's really funny. It is very dark comedy. If you don't like dark comedy, then this movie is definitely not for you, but if you love dark comedy, you love thrillers, definitely Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is the movie for you. Coming number 9 is Drive. Yes, Drive. Oh, this is probably like my favorite art house action movie and one of my favorite neo-noirs. This is so freaking good. Again, I love this movie. Again, I was one of the few people who actually saw it in theaters and absolutely adored it. When this movie first came to theaters, a lot of people didn't really know what to expect. They're like, is this movie good or is it just weird? It's weird, but it's also so good. From the opening to this movie, you know you're in a neo-noir film with Ryan Gosling on the phone saying all these rules of how he drives criminals around stuff and how quiet and subtle and atmospheric the opening driving sequence is when he's driving these criminals and stuff. It is a very atmospheric and very intense film, and again, it just screams noir. This entire film screams noir, but it's a more modernization of a film noir. Neo-noir. And yeah, I love this movie. I love every performance in this movie. Ryan Gosling is a very quiet but very subtle performance. Carey Mulligan is so good. Oscar Isaac is great. I love Albert Brooks. He's probably like my favorite performance in this movie. He's so great. Bryan Cranston's also very solid. The action is very brutal and very gritty and just it works. The car chasing scenes feel very real. You feel like you're in the car with this driver. It's just an amazing film. It's my favorite Ryan Gosling movie. It's my favorite movie directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, and hands down one of my favorite neo-noirs. It's so good. So good. Coming number 8 is Bound. Yes, Bound is one of my favorite Wachowski's movies. Yes, it's right there with The Matrix. The Matrix is so good, but I love Bound, and more people just need to watch Bound. Bound has probably like one of my favorite movie couples of all time. As you saw in my old video when I did my top 10 favorite movie couples, Violet and Corky. They're just such a great couple. How they're just devoted to each other and how they just love and respect each other and how they're drawn to each other. it's just really cool. I love their relationship, Violet and Corky, and how they get in this very sticky situation. It's just so damn interesting and so damn thrilling, and I love movies that are in like very in minimal locations, because most of this movie takes place in this apartment building. They go to other locations, but that's the gist. In this apartment building where this mobster is dead and stuff because her fucking crazy boyfriend, played amazingly by Joe Pantoliano, just kills this mobster. They have to clean it all up and stuff. They're also trying to rip him off with the money, and it's just so well done. The performances are fantastic. I love everything about this movie. I love how this movie's written and directed, and again, it screams noir. It's a very noir film, and it's one of my favorite neo-noirs. Coming number 7 is Nightcrawler. Yes, Nightcrawler. Steady hands, steady hands, steady hands. I'm offering you an internship. So good. Jake Gyllenhaal as Louis Bloom is just so good. Perfect casting. What he did to get this part was so great. He lost all this weight and stuff. He's like this skinny looking sociopath, and he's so good. Jake Gyllenhaal probably should have won the Oscar. Should have at least been nominated. He was even nominated for this movie. He's so great. Amazing. How Dan Gilroy wrote and directed this movie was also so well done. Everyone's calling it the Taxi Driver of the New Ages, and I agree, it's so well done. I love this movie about this Nightcrawler, this guy who films all these murders and crimes and sells it to news stations and stuff. It's just such a weird and unsettling thriller, and I absolutely love it. Jake Gyllenhaal's great. Riz Ahmed is so good. Rene Russo, Bill Paxton, rest in peace. So well done. I love this movie. It should have got way more praise than it did when it came out, but I'm glad more and more people are watching this film and loving it. It's so good. Coming number 6 is Chinatown. Yes, forget about it, Jake. It's Chinatown. Oh, so good. Roman Polanski, how he directed this film, sheer brilliant. Sheer brilliant. Probably, the best Roman Polanski movie ever. He's got a lot of great films like Macbeth and The Pianist and stuff, but hands down, this is his best film. This is so freaking solid from start to finish. Again, it screams very noir, but a more new age noir. This is one of the first neo-noir films, and it's so well done. Jack Nicholson is amazing as the character Jake. Freaking Faye Dunaway is so freaking good. She gives a very haunting performance. And they even made a sequel to this movie called The Two Jakes, and it was actually not half bad, but this movie is amazing. How it's directed and structured. The ending to this movie, whoa. Just this really heart-wrenching, unsettling ending. Just, my God, it leaves you breathless. And of course that line, forget about Jake. It's Chinatown. Just, there's so much meaning to that ending and to that line. Just, it's so thought-provoking. And yeah, I love Chinatown. If you don't love Chinatown, come on, something wrong with you. This movie is just amazing. Coming number 5 is The Big Lebowski. Yes, The Big Lebowski, one of my favorite Coen Brothers movies of all time. Again, like what I said with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, they take a noir style and make it comedic. Like how the movie opens, it opens like a noir film, but they do it in a really funny way. Like, I'm here to talk to you about the dude. Talking about the dude here, and just, it's so funny. Sam Elliott's narration is just so funny. It's so out of nowhere and weird and bizarre and quirky, and it works so good. This entire movie's amazing. Jeff Bridges was just born to play fucking the dude. He's the dude. You call me dude, El Duderino and stuff. If you're on the whole depravity thing, I'm the dude. Don't call me Jeff Lebowski and stuff. It's so good. John Goodman as Walter is so funny. You're already late, Donnie. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. And of course, Donnie, Steve Buscemi, and John Turturro. You do not fuck with the Jesus. It's so freaking good. This movie is so quotable, so funny. The funniest Coen Brothers movie out there, and hands down one of the best neo-noirs. It's The Big Lebowski. Coming number 4 is Miller's Crossing. Yes, you can't talk about Big Lebowski without talking, of course, about my favorite Coen Brothers movie, Miller's Crossing. I'm actually one of the few people that think Miller's Crossing is actually the best Coen Brothers movie. It's actually my favorite, and people are like, really? That's your favorite? I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's a good movie. I love it. It's a very good movie. I love how thrilling and edgy it is. I love the supporting cast. Like the lead, Gabriel Byrne is really great in this film as Reagan. He's so good. But I love Albert Finney, Maurice Gay Harden, and John Turturro's performance. So good. Like, I don't want to die out here in the woods. Have mercy, sir. Have mercy. Just so good. It's a great performance. That forest scene, just amazing. So haunting. And also kind of funny at times. But yeah, I love this film. Again, it screams very noir, but it's a noir of the new ages, and it's done amazing. I love how the Coen brothers wrote and directed this film, and just every time I watch this movie, it just blows me away, and it's, of course, one of my favorite neo-noirs. Coming number 3 is Pulp Fiction. Yes, Tarantino's masterpiece, Pulp Fiction. A Royale with cheese. Royale with cheese? The metric system. Come on, man. So good. And this movie is probably the most quotable movie almost of all time. Everyone knows all the quotes to this movie. It's so freaking solid. And yes, it's a noir thriller, also a dark comedy, and sort of action drama romance movie. It has a few genres in this film. They all work. John Travolta's amazing, Samuel Jackson's amazing, Ving Rhames, Uma Thurman, Tim Roth. Everyone's amazing. It's so good. Sid's dead, man. It's not a motorcycle, baby. It's a chopper. So good. Bruce Willis, amazing. And yeah, it's Pulp Fiction. Everyone knows this is my favorite Tarantino movie, and it's one of the best neo-noirs ever made, period. Coming number 2 is Seven. Yes, Seven, again, people know this. My favorite David Fincher movie is Seven. I love this movie. This is, like, again, if this was made in the 50s in black and white, it would probably be the most disturbing film noir ever made. And as neo-noirs go, it is the most disturbing neo-noir film ever made. It's David Fincher's masterpiece. Again, if I was running the Academies, this movie would have won Best Picture. It would have been at least nominated for Best Picture and Best Director, Best Actor for both Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. Both amazing in this movie. Kevin Spacey, so freaking good. Gwyneth Paltrow, so amazing. This movie is so haunting and unsettling. The ending just leaves you breathless. This movie gets people talking about theories and life and stuff and crimes. It's so well done. My favorite scene, actually, in the movie is the diner scene with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, and when they're talking about the world they live in and retirement and stuff. And it's one of the best conversations in a movie. I love it. I love everything about this film, and of course, it's hands down one of my favorite neo-noirs. It's so good. And my number 1 favorite neo-noir movie is... What do you guys think it is? Like, really, what do you guys think it is? Take a wild guess what you think my favorite neo-noir movie is. Really think about it. Come on, come on. You all know what it is. Say it with me, guys. Blade Runner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turn Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. So good. Bonesaw is ready. Okay, I'll stop with the Macho Man, but I love it. Blade Runner, everyone knows Blade Runner is my favorite movie of all time. It's a Ridley Scott sci-fi art house masterpiece. It's a film noir, a neo-noir, a modernization of a film noir. So good. I love this movie. Everyone knows I love this movie. Ridley Scott's direction is fantastic. It's not completely loyal to the source material, but it's loyal enough to be its own standalone film. How it's directed is brilliant. How it's written is so deep and thought-provoking. The performances by everyone, Harrison Ford, Emmett Walsh, Sean Young, Daryl Hannah, everyone is amazing. Rutger Hauer, obviously, is the show stealer. Okay, guys. I have to do the impression. Everyone wants to hear the impression. No, you guys don't, but still, I'm gonna do it anyways. All those moments in time will be lost like tears in the rain. Time to die. Scene. Thank you. Hold your applauses. Amazing movie. Everyone knows Blade Runner is my favorite movie of all time, so it's no shocker that it's my favorite neo-noir movie. So yeah, that was my top 10 favorite neo-noir movies. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what are your top 10 favorite neo-noir movies of all time? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.